What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Gould's Gaming and Tech channel. I'm here to give you my full and honest truth review of this magnificent Apple Watch Ultra right here. And this is basically a 9-month review. I've had it since the watch initially launched, and this is more so for the everyday person who typically always have, some kind of smartwatch, whether it be the Galaxy smartwatch or the Apple smartwatch. But we're going to be talking about this Apple Watch Ultra in particular because it's $800, and if you want to make that investment, that's completely up to you. But this is for the everyday user who are kind of on the border if you want the latest and greatest. But before we get into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and if you're new or returning, make sure to hit that like button. It's definitely appreciated. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So this is going to be just cut and dry, quick A to B review of this watch. So I did an original review of it after using it for about a week or two. So now I wanted to give you guys more of a in-depth, long-term review of this watch, just from my day-to-day use of it, what I practically and normally use it for, and what I see most people using their Apple Watch Ultra for, and just my experience with it. So first thing we're going to touch on is the price. The price, well, at least the retail price when it initially launched, was $799. $800 for a smartwatch. Again, it is a smartwatch, so it's going to cost a little bit more. It's not just a regular standard watch. And also, as far as the build quality of what this watch offers, is this a reliable watch for about $800? It's pretty sturdy. Like, I don't have a case on here, as you can see. I've been rocking it like this since I've gotten it. Obviously, the watch doesn't really drop. You don't really have those issues where your watch is dropping because it's on your wrist. It should not be dropping if that's the case. And if it is, you should probably get a new band. But I don't drop the watch. Have I dinged my arm on some things here and there? Yeah, I have. But it holds up very well. There's no issues with it getting cracked or scratched, chipped, whatever the case is. This is a very sturdy watch, and that's pretty much what Apple promoted it for. So as far as the price, are you getting better quality for the price? Yeah, so it kind of justifies the price. But $800 for a smartwatch, it's very high. I'm used to paying like $250, $300 for a smartwatch. So you increase that more than times two, it's gonna raise a few eyebrows. So while we're on that, like I said, the build quality. The build quality is pretty good. The crown, it never gets stuck. I don't really get stuff jammed in there. It's still smooth to this day. This watch is meant for the more rugged and the more extreme kind of activity, and for those who have a more active lifestyle. So you could imagine the build quality on this is going to be pretty good. Just looking all around the watch, as you can see, you have a lot of details on the back as far as the typical standard Apple Watch. It is definitely an improvement over the regular Apple Watches. So you can see you have that, I wouldn't even say this is tan, but it's like a tannish grayish color on the back. So it's basically a new design. It's bigger. You still have your sensors on the back, your action button on this side, with the orange there. And like normal, your regular, power on and off, select button, Siri, all that stuff with your crown and everything else. And then you have your speaker, your microphone, all that good stuff. So it looks like an industrial type of watch. So overall, the design is great. The look of it, the look is my main selling point. I have OCD. You guys know this by now. I get tired of the same thing over and over. I can't deal with it. I just have to switch it up. I just switched my Apple Watch band today. Everyone knows Apple can traditionally make the same kind of product over and over and over and over again. So when they took the approach to redesign the Apple Watch, I was excited about it. Now, the fit of this watch. It is bigger, 49 millimeters. My wrist size, I would say it's normal. I wouldn't say it's anything crazy. But it fits well. I feel like it sits on my wrist very well. It looks good on my wrist. I don't feel like it's something like too bulky. And just like with any other Apple Watch, if you are an Apple Watch owner or any other smartwatch owner, you kind of forget that it's on your wrist. I mean, you check it, you use it often, but the increase in size as far as the millimeters it wasn't a drawback for me. It didn't feel like it had something big and clunky on my wrist. Now, is it bigger? Yes, it is. I definitely noticed the weight is a little bit more, but it's not too much where I'm like, man, this is a significant difference from the typical Apple Watches. I am a tech guy, so I was going to get it regardless. I love new features. I love switching things up. And then this Apple Watch Ultra, it offers so much. As you saw when they originally launched it and they put it on display, it offers so much in addition to what the Apple Watch already offered. I don't do extreme sports or anything like that. I do play basketball religiously, and I'm, using that activity or the workout feature often. Is that anything new with the regular Apple Watch, the Apple Watch Ultra? No, it's just the same, workout feature. So I'm not really using those new features in that regard. It does come with a couple of new watch faces, which is cool. I say that to say as well, I'm not going to take points away from that, because those people who utilize those features often, who are more in those realms of using, or doing more extreme things or traveling more or, getting the most out of those, it's great for them. I'm just literally talking about the day-to-day user. Is it worth you spending $800 to get this Apple Watch Ultra? If you're a tech person, it makes perfect sense. You want the newest, the latest and greatest. So you want to go ahead and get that stuff. But the day-to-day person, if you're on the border of, you're always in the Apple ecosystem, you want something that's new and shiny, is it worth spending $800 to get this Apple Watch Ultra? My answer is no. $800 is not reasonable for the everyday user. Again, I'm just talking about the everyday user. Checking the time, using your workout feature, even checking your closing the rings, having it set up where you can see your battery life and even the temperature outside and the date. That stuff is all useful. But any other Apple Watch can offer that. So that's what I'll say. 9 months in, am I really, still thinking in my head, man, this Apple Watch Ultra is so different, so new? No. It does have some cool things which I might use here and there, but that's only because of my day-to-day routine. And I would say, based on your day-to-day routine and your budget, that's how you should determine whether you should get this watch or not. But I'm not going to make this video too long. I know you guys have things to do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I gave you something to think about. If you have the Apple Watch Ultra, let me know down in the comments below. And if you're thinking about getting this watch, let me know in the comments below. We can chit-chat it up. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.